Hi guys, today's video is an extension of my most popular video on my channel, which is rosemary oil for hair loss. The reason to make another video is I realized you guys had a lot of queries and most of the queries are getting repeated. For example, if you look at it, most of these questions are related to the measurements for mixing carrier oil with essential oil, which is rosemary oil. So I thought I'll make another video and clarify all your doubts. And in case you're unaware of what is the difference between a carrier oil and an essential oil, you may want to watch part 1 to understand this video better. And the link is coming right up. So let's start today's video then. Hi guys, before we start, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Umang and I make videos related to health and beauty on my channel Evolve. In case you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and let's start today's topic. Now that we've established the fact that rosemary oil has tremendous benefits to control your hair loss and increase your hair growth, it is very important to understand how to use it correctly to get maximum benefits. Now, the most asked question on that video is what is the right quantity to be mixed between the carrier and the essential oil? There is no right or wrong in mixing these two together. The whole idea of mixing these two oils is just this much, guys, because rosemary oil, essential oil, is a very potent oil on its own. And if used directly on the scalp without the help of a carrier oil, it can cause certain irritation and side effects. So to avoid that, we use a carrier oil. It could be your coconut oil, castor, any of these carrier oils to dilute the side effect of your essential oil. Although there are people who have used rosemary oil directly on the scalp without any irritation, but most of us will face irritation if we do not dilute it into the carrier oil. So just to avoid those side effects, we must dilute it in a certain way. Now, before I show you how I like to dilute my rosemary oil, let me show you the brand that I've recently discovered online. It's a great Ayurveda brand, guys, and it's called Manipura Ayurveda, and it's one of the very few certified brands by NABL Lab. It comes in a beautiful packaging with a dropper. So I like to heat it up every time I apply hair oil. Then the next question I get asked is how long to keep the oil? And the answer is minimum 45 minutes to an hour or 2 maximum, but do avoid keeping it overnight. Because after 45 minutes of application, hair oil has penetrated enough to your hair follicles. And if left overnight, then it can block hair follicles and lead to scalp infections. And you definitely don't want that to happen. So you make sure you shampoo your hair properly. Next one is, can I use rosemary extract instead of an oil? The answer is no, you must not, because rosemary extract is not concentrated like an oil. It contains much less oil from the plant vis-a-vis your essential oil. And then the next question is, can I use a different mix of essential oils with different carrier oils? Answer is yes and a no. Yes, because if you're mixing all these oils, it won't do any harm to you. No, because we are using rosemary oil because you want to control your hair loss. Now, if you start mixing it with different oils, it will work, but it will not work as efficiently because you're diluting your rosemary oil. And we know rosemary oil is the most potent oil to stimulate hair growth. So the more oils you put into it, the more you're diluting your rosemary oil. How do you plan to achieve results then? Now, the next question is, what is the frequency of applying this rosemary oil? Now again, answer varies person to person. It depends on what kind of hair loss you're experiencing. If it's really severe, then I would say once a week, maybe twice a week is also good. But once you've achieved desired results, like your hair loss has gone down drastically, then for maintenance, once in 2-3 weeks is good enough. Now the next question is consuming rosemary extract as good as applying the hair oil? Now that's a very interesting question because rosemary extract on its own is very rich in antioxidants and it's anti-inflammatory. but you cannot and must not take the oil orally. It can be really toxic. So what you're asking is, what is the difference between consuming rosemary extract and applying the hair oil? Let's understand this much, guys, that consuming rosemary extract can boost our immune system. Of course, oil should never be taken orally. It can be toxic. You will definitely find better results in applying the oil vis-a-vis consuming your rosemary leaves. Now that brings me to the end of my video. I hope I've answered most of your queries, if not all. And if you think some of your queries are unanswered, do leave them in the comment section below. I will respond to each one of them. And as usual, with lots more information on health and beauty, I'll be seeing you right back on my channel in What Evolves soon, guys. Namaste.